Right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for sticking with it to Friday afternoon. My name's Mark Plowright. I'm Director of Virgin Trains Ticketing. I'm guessing, I'm going to hazard a guess that all of you have heard of Virgin. Probably most of you have heard of Virgin Trains, but I would imagine that very few of you have heard of Virgin Trains Ticketing, and that's because we are just a few months old. So I'm going to cover essentially 5 things today. I'm going to tell you a bit about rail travel and loyalty. I'm going to share a bit of insight. I'm going to explain why Virgin Trains Ticketing. I'm then going to talk a bit about Virgin Red, which is the loyalty program underpinning everything that we're doing at the moment. And I'm going to finish by sharing how we think rail can champion the consumer in terms of loyalty. And and after that, some final thoughts. So this is, for those of you that operate in the UK or know the UK market, this is pretty well known. And that is that more than 30 million Britons spend in excess of 10 billion a year on rail travel. Now there's a big caveat, a big asterisk to that. That number was taken pre-COVID. But I'm pleased to say that the UK market is at something like 3/4 of what it used to be. So it's taking positive steps to recovery. Now, the other thing that feels pretty obvious, and is not unique to the UK, is that COVID has sped up this transition to digital. So more and more customers are purchasing rail tickets digitally, and that's at the expense of physical retail, and to a certain extent, at the expense of train operators' own retail systems. Now, that's a bit on the industry generally. I'm going to now touch on some research that we conducted just a month ago. And this is specific to loyalty. So we polled 2,000 consumers in the UK about industries that they think reward loyalty. And we gave them 8 categories to choose from, including rail travel. Now, disappointingly, out of those 8 categories, rail travel came last by some distance, with the lowest awareness amongst those 2,000 consumers that there was loyalty out there. And that will be disappointing for some train operators to hear, but it's also disappointing for us. Perhaps even more disappointing is the fact that when we asked a follow-up question about where you can earn points, again, rail travel was last. And this is unique to the UK, by the way. So we think there's an opportunity for a brand like Virgin to come into the rail industry and shake things up. Now, we think we can introduce unique rewards and get both rail and non-rail users either to book through us or to come to the railway generally. We want to create more advocacy. So that's why we exist. This is Virgin Trains Ticketing. So what are we? If you haven't already used us or you haven't downloaded the app, we're a brand new app for booking train tickets from any operator across the UK national rail network. And we launched in summer 22. So like I said, we're just less than 6 months old, 5 months old. Actually, we were around a bit longer than that. We launched as part of the Virgin Red app about a year before, but completely embedded within Virgin Red. So this is our chance to be a standalone Virgin company and to boost Virgin Red acquisition. Here's a quick look at the look and feel of the Virgin Trains Ticketing app. This station will be familiar to many of my colleagues, and a bit of a plug to LNER, my former employers. Now, I appreciate that was really difficult to see in terms of the close-up, but here's a quick look at our booking journey. Now, most of this will be familiar to many people in the room. Very simple and easy to use, 7 clicks, less than a minute. Less than half a minute, in fact, to go through your booking. The core difference here is that we're able, depending on which fare you choose, to display how many points you'll be earning. And of course, it's skinned in a quintessentially Virgin way, with lots of red and lots of branding. Now, beyond that, you've obviously got a selection of payment options. We offer e-ticketing and no fees for e-ticket, and our customers can put their e-ticket in their wallet or share their e-ticket into someone else's wallet, and we also offer receipt functionality as well. Now, it's impossible to build a digital platform. I'm not expecting you to read all these words. It's impossible to build a digital platform without having done some insight. And we've identified 4 key areas that customers say they need support on from a rail ticketing platform. So price, perhaps unsurprisingly, consumers in the UK are confused by rail pricing. They don't understand why it's different at different times of the day, and they especially don't understand peak and off-peak, and that varies across train operators and across routes. So we think we've got an opportunity to educate and empower people to be more comfortable with the complexities of rail pricing. Now, the other thing is efficiency. What we've learned in the 5 months that we've been operating is that customers don't want a real manual amount of effort to book their ticket. They want it to be seamless. They want it to be easy. So our role is to make that as slick and convenient as possible. Now, the other thing they tell us is they need support. So when you go into a retail environment, you don't know too much about ticketing or rail travel, or you don't do it very often, it can create distrust, or you can feel uncertain about the experience. So we think rail retail platforms, not just Virgin Trains Ticketing, have an opportunity to be more of a companion and not just a retailer. And actually, I should call out that a lot of train operators, well, a select few in fact, are doing that really well. Now finally, and perhaps more compelling above all, is the fact that consumers in the UK, and I would expect this to be similar abroad, consumers in the UK have fairly low expectations about what a reward looks like when they're travelling by train. So we think we can jump in as Virgin and offer them unique opportunities to feel rewarded, and it would be fairly straightforward to exceed some unambitious expectations. So we're obviously not just about train tickets. We give our customers 3 points for every pound that they spend through Virgin Trains Ticketing. And the great thing about the Virgin programme is that we can offer rewards that range from savoury bites. The UK has a bit of an obsession with things like sausage rolls, with companies like Greggs, through to the other end of the spectrum, which is Virgin Experience Days, or if you travel that frequently, you could even save up for Virgin Orbit, but you're going to need to do a heck of a lot of travelling to get that one. So the real key, what's absolutely imperative for us is that we, as a platform, offer seamless opportunities for someone to go and join Virgin Red, our loyalty program, and then to come back to the app, because there's no point sending them off and never seeing them again. So we have at least 5 opportunities for someone to sign up to Virgin Red. That doesn't mean that they won't get their points, because even if you are a guest, you will accrue points and have those pending in your account. But to realise the potential of those, you need to sign up to the program. So we have, obviously when you join Virgin Trains Ticketing, you'll see it there, but then we have at least 3 or 4 other opportunities along the way. Now, just reflecting on the Virgin family in isolation, we think we can add value where customers are looking at air travel and need to get to an airport. Customers are booking hotels with Virgin Hotels, or they're going off and having experiences. When you think end to end, we've got a great opportunity to complement someone's Virgin journey. And actually, of the spectrum of offers that Virgin has in its portfolio, rail offers a great opportunity to boost everyday relevance. You may have sausage rolls, you may have cinema tickets, but actually the weighting within the Virgin Red programme is quite high-end. So you've got Virgin Atlantic, you've got Virgin Experience Days. We need more ways to engage with people every day and give them an opportunity to move into the programme and make that meaningful. So Virgin Trains Ticketing selfishly offers us the opportunity to tap into that. So a bit about Virgin Red. Let's move away from Virgin Trains Ticketing for a couple of minutes. Virgin Red, as I've touched on before, is the reward program for the Virgin family, and it's powered by Virgin Points. Again, I don't expect you to read all the words here, but essentially Virgin Red was created so that we can pursue a single customer view. I'm sure you've heard that phrase before. And we can power that by data, and we can enrich customers' experiences across the group. So thinking about two aspects now. First is that we can enhance the experience for Virgin customers. We can recognize them, we can personalize their experience, not just if they're booking with Virgin Atlantic, but it could be Virgin Wines, or they may be a Virgin Mobile customer. We can create simple and exciting ways for them to interact with the Virgin brand, and we can create an experience layer for them. And then finally, for the customer, Virgin Red enables Virgin points to feel valued. But then we also offer opportunities for companies. So the Virgin Red platform is a great gateway to upsell and retention, but it's also a way that not just Virgin companies, but third parties can tap into a huge pool of customers internationally. And we've got something like a 49 million database. The other thing, of course, is that it creates a meaningful connection into Virgin, and Virgin gives you an opportunity to differentiate. And then above all, it's just an opportunity to raise the profile of the Virgin companies and our partners. Now, Virgin Red in the UK in isolation is a large-scale program of 17 Virgin companies and they are categorized from extraordinary experiences through to points for good. And Virgin Trains ticketing sits in the travel and adventure category. It probably overlaps into everyday treats as well. So we've got 190 ways to spend and 90 ways to earn across those 5 categories. But Virgin Red isn't just about the partners and the portfolio of offers that we have. It's a bit more than that. So we've got editorial content. We offer our customers the chance to enter Virgin-specific competitions. We support startups, and we give our customers the opportunity to try startups that they may not have encountered before. And we give our customers the opportunity, if they don't necessarily want to treat themselves, they can donate those points to good causes. And it feels really compelling, certainly to me, to be able to talk about trains in the same breath as some of these Virgin companies, including Virgin Hotels, Experience Days, Voyages, and Virgin Atlantic. And then again, if we're feeling even more aspirational, to think about space travel as well. Now, one of the things that I found really beneficial in our own insight recently, when we think about our target audiences, we've got a core addressable market. I was talking to a colleague about this yesterday, but we don't believe that one size fits all, and neither do we believe that Virgin Trains ticketing has to be the one-stop shop for everything. So we're all about an addressable market. And we've started to look at how that addressable market, that target audience, and there are a couple of different pools of people, how awareness of the Virgin brands cross-reference and reconcile across our family. And what we're finding at the minute is that Virgin Trains ticketing customers, that target audience, is particularly aware of Virgin Atlantic, is very aware of Virgin Money, and also over-indexes on Virgin Active. So knowing that, we can start to think about how we overlap our offers and work together. So I'm coming to the end now, but I wanted to share a bit more insight that we've found from our customers. So in the UK, and I'm sure it's beyond the UK, we are experiencing a cost of living crisis. So we want to find out from our customers how they feel about that and the role that we should play. So 86% of Virgin Red members admit that they're making a more conscious effort to make their money go further. And another 86% of those are leveraging loyalty programs to do that. 67% of those are looking to get the best value for the money that they spend, more so than ever before. And 94%, and this is probably the most compelling for me, believe that brands in the UK have a responsibility to help them with the cost of living crisis. So, to conclude, we are going to see a huge increase in consumers using companies who are offering rewards and value adds. We think we play an important role, but we think a lot of the people in the room here play an important role as well. One of the things that we've been doing in the past month, and this is live now, is giving people a little treat. You don't have to earn points to do this, but every time you book with Virgin Trains ticketing, irrespective of the ticket price, you get a free cup of coffee or tea or hot chocolate. So just to finish, from that insight that we've gleaned, even those who travel regularly by train don't realize how rewarding train travel can be. So loyalty and the players that operate in that market can play a critical role in the value proposition going forward. Thank you.